Hello friends, this is day 2. Um, we are here to learn programming language. Concepts. I am dealing with the basic problem that students face, that they don't know how to develop a program. I have already taken my first session in which I have told you the basics of writing a program. You can go through that video also. Now the three main steps that we have discussed is about writing a program is you should know about the input, the process part and the output part of a program. If you know these three parts, you can easily structure a program. I have not taken any particular language in the first session, but in this session I would like to take the help of basic language to guide you in writing the programs, and you can easily convert those programs into other languages. Now I have taken one example of finding the sum. Find sum of two numbers in my previous session. Now how will you find the sum of two numbers? You should know about the input, the process and the output of this program. Now for input you need two numbers, then only you can find the sum. So two numbers are the input. Let us suppose these numbers are A and B, and then you should know the process that will apply on those numbers. The process would be sum. How you find the sum? Using an operator, plus. Okay, and then the output would be the end result, that is the sum. So we have total 3 variables in this particular program. So how we will write a program in basic language? In basic language we use line numbers, that is 10, 20, 30. In the differences of 10, you can also take 1, 2, 3, any numbers, integers basically, but in basic we use line numbers. So first of all, it is a good habit to write a comment in every program. In basic language we write comments using rem statement. Rem is used as a reminder for remembering what your program is doing. Suppose my program is used to find the sum of two numbers. I will write a comment 10 rem sum of two numbers. This will help me in reminding whenever I will come back to this program that what this program is all about. I can just see the rem statement and find out what this program is doing. Now suppose there are two parts in input statement. First is that you have learned to take the input from the user. You can take input also of these values, and you can also initialize them with some values, whatever you feel. But a good program is when it is more interactive, and it can be more interactive when it asks values from the user and gives results to the user. So in finding the sum, we are first taking an example of taking input. Suppose I am taking input A and comma B. It means these are two numeric variables. It will ask for two values, A and then for B. 30. I am just using the processing part and using an operator plus to find the sum. The third variable that I have used is sum, that will calculate the sum using a plus operator, that is a, the first numeric variable, whatever the value user has given. Using a plus operator, it will add it with the second value the user have given, and it will store back to this variable sum. Now what a good programmer will do, it will display the end result. The end result is sum. Now we will use a print statement. In basic language we use print statement to display a message or the results or the output. So sum is whatever message you want, you can use double quotes to display the messages, and then we use a semicolon, and then we write the variable of the result, that is sum, and then we have to write end in a basic program. This means that this program will now end. It has these statements. What this statement is doing, it is adding comment to the program. It will help us to remember what this program is all about. This statement is used to take the input. This statement is used to find the sum, that is the process part, and this statement is used to display the result, that is the output part, and this shows the end. In every programming language, different types of statements will change, but the basic logic will remain the same. I am taking the help of basic language to help you develop the logic, so that you can easily frame a program and then you can convert it to any language you want. My next sessions will also include programming for C and then Java later on. So how the output will be displayed, what would be the how it will run on a computer. When we will run this program, this statement will not be executed by the computer. This will be treated as a this will be ignored by the computer. It will ignore this statement because this statement is used for the user. It is useful for the writer of the program, that is a programmer. It is for his help that this statement we have used. It will be ignored totally by the computer. It will not be executed. Now input a comma b means, in basic, a question marks appear for a value. For first value, suppose I am giving 50, then it will wait, and then it will again ask for the second value. Suppose I have given 40. Now it will find the sum. In memory it will work as two memories will be allocated, one for A, one for B, and in one 50 will be stored and in another 40 will be stored, and then another variable sum, another memory is allocated for sum, where 50 is added with 40 and it will be stored in sum. 50 plus 40 means 90. Now these three variables are in the memory. Now when after this execution of second state, this third statement, sum will have the value 90, and then we will execute this statement. It will display sum is whatever I have written in double quote will be outputted as it is. It will be displayed as it is on the screen, and the value 90 will be displayed with this, and the program will end. This is a basic program. Okay, now the second program that I have I have to discuss is to find area of a square. Now how we will deal with this type of program? First I should know what is a square. A square has sides, 4 sides, and all sides are equal. Okay, so when all sides are equal, this means we only need to enter a single side. Suppose it is A, but this will be A, this will be A, this will be A, and this will be A. And formula for area of a square is A into A, side square, that is side square. So how we will write the program? How many variables we need? One variable we need is the side, and the other variable I need is the area. Now this will be my input and this will be my output. And what will be the process? Process would be this formula, applying of this formula, that is area is equal to A into A. So now how will I write the program? The first statement would be the rem statement that I will write for my reference when I come back to this program, and why I have written this program. Instead of reading the entire program, I can just read the rem statement and find out what this program is doing. To find the area of a square, you can write it in short if you want, whatever is convenient for you. Now the second would be, I have to take a input. Instead of taking input this time, I am now initializing a value. I will not ask the user, I am just initializing. So, and then for initialization we use let statement in basic. We generally use capital letters in basic language, so I'm using a capital letter A instead of small letter A. Okay. That is not a problem, you can, but in general we take capital letters. Suppose let A is 10. I'm taking 10 centimeter, 10 meters, whatever I want. Side I have initialized. This is known as initialization. Whenever I give an initial value to a variable, let A equal to 10 means I am initializing, I am giving a particular value to a variable A that with 10. It will be stored as, in memory it will be stored as, this name will be A and the value I have given would be stored in this variable. This is known as initialization. Here what was doing, when we were using the input statement, we were taking the input from the user, then it was initialized, and then it gave the value, then it stored the value in variable A. But here I am directly giving the value, I am not asking the user. This we can do with the let statement. Now let A is equal to 10, then what I have to write, this is the input part or the initial value part, storing values to the variable I have taken. Okay. Then the process part. In process I have to apply the formula. I am using the variable area. I will use a formula A asterisk A, that is A square. Or then what will happen? Another memory with name area would be created, and the square of 10, that is A into A, 10 into 10 will be stored in this. What will be 10 into 10? It will be 100. This will be stored, the result is stored in this variable. Just using the statement Just applying the formula, the answer is stored in the variable area. This is the end result I want. So I have to display this particular variable. Now what the user expects? It expects the area of a square which have a side of 10. 10 can be centimeters, meters, anything that you are supposing. Now after the input, after the process, then we have the output part. Output we will do with the print statement. And what will I print? Area equal to area, and then I will write end. Now what this program will do, it will not ask any value for side because I have already initialized it with 10. It will only calculate the area and will only display area equal to the value that will be stored in this variable, that is 100. Are you getting? Now the only output you will get is area equal to 100. This will be the only output on the screen. Now I can write the above program using input statement also. Rem. First I will write the rem statement. It's a good practice to write comments to find area of a square. In the second step, this statement will be totally ignored by the computer because this is a comment statement. Then I will write the input part using the input statement, and I will write input A, that is the side. Then I will write the process part. Area is equal to A into A, and then the output part, that will be print statement to display the end result. Area is equal to area. Now what will be the difference in this program and the earlier program? The only difference is with the input part. Here I am taking the input from the user, and here I am initializing a value using a let statement. So in this, the output will change. What will be the change? First of all, it will ask for a value, and suppose I have entered a value 12. Instead of 10 I have given 12. The user of your program can find area of different squares. This is a more interactive program, a good program. By running this program again and again, and by giving different side measurements, he can find out the area of different squares. Now this statement is ignored by the computer. With input A, I have given a value. It will ask for a value and the user has given. Now it will calculate the area. Now one memory location is A, it will store 12 after this statement, and another memory area is area, and it will store the square of 12, that is 12 into 12, that will be 144. And then the output part, it will display area is equal to 144. Now this will end the program. Now have you seen the difference between the first program and the second program using an input statement and a let statement? Today it is enough for today. I just want to tell you that programming is very easy, and by following my videos you will be an expert in programming very soon, but only if you understand and follow the programs. For any queries you can call me at 7800797777. and you can mail me at Chaturvedi nihar@gmail.com, and you can also take online tuitions if you want. I can give online teachings for any further queries. Okay, thank you so much.